I have some planner updates for y'all. But I took a couple of different selfies. Have you ever had someone do something to you like, no, please save your apology? Oh my god, this looks so good.
This is good.
I start a good number of my vlogs in this exact same position on the bed. Judge me not. I woke up around 8 this morning and it's noon. It's 12:28. And I literally just been in bed the entire morning, just being lazy, not wanting to do anything. I guess you can't really say that I just been laying here doing nothing. I have been getting things done, but I just hadn't felt like getting out of the bed. So I woke up at 8, and today the biggest thing that I've been trying to get set in place is I've been using Asana for my task management, for like writing my blog posts and writing out my YouTube scripts for the past several years. I believe since like 2017. But I've been wanting to transition to using Notion because it has so many more features. If you guys don't know what Asana or Notion is, it's essentially like a online project management, organization, task management. They're really helpful, especially if you're like a business owner, content creator, or if you're just trying to organize your life, which I have my planner for that, but I like to use those online project management tools for like YouTube scripting and blog posts. Again, I just been wanting to make that change over to Notion because I love all of the features there. So, wish me luck. Hopefully, I can just kind of learn how to use it over the course of the next couple of weeks. But if you hear a weird scrubbing noise in the background, disregard that. My dryer is broken right now. I don't know what's going on. Like, it still works. It's still drying my clothes, but it's making this really loud scrubbing sound, and it's so annoying. But I need to get up. I look a mess right now. I'm trying to get my beard to fill back in. I was telling you guys a couple of vlogs back how I had a really bad ingrown right here, and so I was trying to like pull the ingrown hair out to relieve some of the pain and the inflammation from the ingrown. And I literally was like plucking at it so much that I plucked the patch into my beard right here. So right now I've been doing a lot of micro blading to try to get my beard to fill in and just like fill in overall, stimulate some hair growth there. And so a lot of the videos I was watching was just basically telling you to stop shaving as much. And so I'm trying to trust the process, but baby, when I tell you, I just look really, really rough right now. So I'm about to get up and shave. But like I can't. I literally cannot walk around looking rough like this. I don't want all that. But I'm also mad because I put in an order for some matcha a couple of days ago from Amazon. And so I got a notification that it was delivered. It was like, oh, it was delivered to the mail room, which I was really confused about that because I actually have a parcel locker. Saying it was delivered to the mail room, I didn't get my parcel locker notification. So I go into the mail room past couple of days, 2 days in a row now, looking for that package, and it's not in there. And it's like, Amazon, what y'all got going on? Like, I need my matcha on time. Like, I miss my lattes. But I did find a local spot that sells matcha. It's like a tea shop. So I'm gonna probably go there at some point today, pick that up, and just honestly, I need to get out of this bed. I need to get out of this bed. I need to clean up. I need to fold some clothes. It's just a whole lot I need to do. I need to get this vlog up today. I'm literally just pressing record for the first time today and plan on uploading this vlog today. So hopefully I can do all of that, get that uploaded for tonight because I want to really stay on top of my schedule. Yeah. Anyway, how you doing? Drop a comment. Let me know. Let's talk. Oh yeah, I have some planner updates for y'all. So I just did my 2024 planner setup and I did a January plan with me, but some things have changed. So I'm not going to show you guys everything, just kind of show you guys how I'm using my weekly layouts as well as like what I've added to my planner. So right now everything is pretty much the same. Oh, and we are what 7 days into the new year, into January, and I already met my financial goal. So I was already able to save $250. I met my business income goal for the month, which has allowed me to be able to set aside that amount. So that's already accomplished this month. Like January has been off to an amazing start for real. I'll show you guys my monthly layout. I've been able to add a couple more dates here just because I've had some things come up. But I was telling you guys how I wanted to use my Instax camera to add selfies to my planner, and I decided to go monochrome because I wanted black and white photos. So I ended up getting the monochrome Instax film. I love the way the photos come out with this. I have the Instax Mini 40. They ended up coming out like this, and this is one of them. Let's focus it on her face and not mine. You are cute, girl, but this is about me. But I took a couple of different selfies, and I also took this one. Love the way that came out. I just used this metallic silver washi tape that I got from the December cloth and paper subscription box. Tape them to some of the pages. That's just to add a little bit of layers. But for my weekly layout, since I don't have a today tab, I decided to tape one of the selfies in a way that it overlaps the page here just a little bit, or extends out a little bit further from the page here, so that way I can use it as a tab to easily open up to my weekly layout. So like I said, I'm using the horizontal weekly inserts from cloth and paper. I love these a lot because they have these two sections here. So they have a section that's just like a blank section, and then they have a grid section as well. And so for the blank section, what I've been using is to write like a daily affirmation or like my mantra for the day. And then if I have any dated or timed events that happens on that day specifically, I'll just use it to write at the very bottom of that section. And then I'll use my outliner to highlight that there just to make it stand out a little bit. But then on the grid side, what I've been using that for is my top 3. So what I've been doing for my check boxes here is just using my outliner to create a checkbox. And this is what my entire week looked like last week, and I should have vlogged some of this because I had some pretty interesting stuff happen last week. I just kind of wanted to give you guys that update to show you guys how I've been using my Instax photos. Some of y'all have been asking about that in the comments, and then I wanted to show you my weekly pages as well. But yeah, anyway, let's get up and get in the shower. I need to figure out something to do with these other two photos. I might put them, let me show you, maybe like behind, kind of like that, just to kind of keep them in case I want to use them for another month or something. Even though I plan on taking a new selfie every month, but just maybe just to use that card holder to store them there. Does that look unorganized or weird? I could put them in there a little bit better, but y'all get the gist. It just took me 3 hours to get dressed, clean up, get out of the house. When I tell you all that movement, I am starving. I think where I'm going to pick up my matcha is kind of near Diced, and I kind of want to wrap, so I might stop by Diced after I leave this tea shop. First of all, let me find out where the tea shop is because I've never been before. Have you ever had someone do something to you and you know that they know they're in the wrong, but you let it go, you released it, it didn't call for any type of confrontation, it's just a matter of, I see you, and I see you see me see you. Days, months, even years later, they finally come back and apologize for what they did, and it's just like, you've had ample time to try to make amends and try to apologize or express what happened. You chose not to. And then when you want something from me or need me in some type of way, that's when you want to be like, oh, I'm sorry about that time when, like, no, please save your apology. Like, I've forgiven you a long time ago, but there's no need for all that. Don't do that. It literally just happened to me right then, and I'm speaking really vague just because of, like, it's a personal situation, but, like, come on, like, you know you dirty. Anyway, back to trying to find this tea shop. Let's see, places to get matcha powder in Raleigh. Daily matcha. Yep, 10 Roof Teas. Daniel Street. Where's Daniel Street? Yep, it's right by Diced. So I'm about to go pick up this tea. Then I'm going to head over to Diced. So for $40, I was expecting a little bit bigger of a can, but it says this is about 20 grams, which is typically how much I get whenever I order from Amazon, but that comes in a little bit bigger of a can. But this feels pretty heavy, and this is Koicha, so it's higher grade matcha. It's supposed to be thicker, creamier. I'm excited to try it out when I get home. I'm going to try it in a protein matcha. They had a couple other grades. They had some Umocha, some Koicha, some other brands that like were unlabeled. I didn't want to ask too many questions about what other brands they had because it was pretty packed in there and that store isn't that big. So I was just like trying to get in, trying to get out. It's time to eat. It's 4:08 now and I'm starving. I haven't had anything to eat all day. Cameron Village, Raleigh, if you know, you know. Traffic is always crazy over here. They are always doing road work. It's Sunday. What are y'all doing? Y'all have lanes blocked off. I guess they're trying to expand the roads over here to accommodate for the amount of traffic Cameron Village gets. But like, bro, I need y'all to work on this at night when nobody's on the roads because it gets a little crazy over here. I am so upset. I literally just got out the car and tried to walk into Diced. And they're closed. They closed at 4. It's 4:21. I'm so mad. The crazy part is, had I gone here first, I would have caught them. Bro, I am perturbed. I literally had my mouth set for the wrap I was gonna get. They are closed. I'm so upset. But they have a Cinnaholic here. I'm gonna go pick up me a cinnamon roll from Cinnaholic. I don't know which one I'm gonna get yet, but that looks really good. But damn, I wanted this wrap. Literally tried to open the door like 3 times. I was like, is this side just locked? Or like, is the door locked itself? And then I looked at the door and looked at the hours and they close at 4 on Sundays. Like, anyway, Kava's down the street. I was like, that looked good. But honestly, I could go for some seafood, and Crafty Crab isn't that far away. So I might do me like a little half-pound boil bag from Crafty Crab. That actually sounds really good. It's Sunday too, with the potatoes and corn. Yeah, I think that's about to happen. And sausage, oh my god. And the Holics looks amazing. Call Shivai and ask him if he wants something. I'm actually gonna call in my order for Crafty Crab first because it's gonna take them a while to do that, and then I can call Shivai. He's probably gonna want to look at the menu.
Hello.
Hey, I'm going to Cinnaholic. Do you want something?
No, No, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I just had to ask because I didn't want to walk in the house and get attacked. Okay.
Alright.
He's so disciplined because ain't no way I could have turned down a cinnamon roll. Ain't no way. Oh my God, this looks so good. I ended up getting the cinnamon apple pie and baby. Y'all see that? I cannot wait to dive in. I'm gonna have to work extra hard in the gym this week, like 45-minute workouts, like. But I'm gonna enjoy this. Absolutely. I got my shrimp boil. It's pretty heavy too. Yeah, I'll definitely have leftovers of that because wow. I thought I wanted a little wrappy wrap, but the way this shrimp boil is smelling right now, baby, it should be a sin to be this excited about food. Like, I low-key kind of want some wine to go with this, but I got that cinnamon roll. Yeah, so we can chill on drinking calories today because between that shrimp boil and that cinnamon roll, I'll probably eat nowhere near the entire cinnamon roll or that shrimp boil, but still. But I'm about to enjoy that because it's Sunday, it's the end of the week. I made it through a week. My week was extremely productive. I'm rewarding myself with this. I've done good. I deserve everything that I'm about to consume. I'm treating myself to this meal. I'm treating myself to that dessert. What's the point if you don't reward yourself when you've done well? I'm trying to talk myself out of the guilt right now, but honestly and truly, everything that I'm saying right now is Bible, the truth.
This is good.
This cinnamon roll,
I don't deserve this. I'm lying. I do. I do. I definitely do. No, I said that I probably wouldn't eat all of this. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna eat all of this. Like, oh my God. It's so good. It's so good. And it's not overly sweet like I thought it would be.
I can't even hold you, fam. Today has been amazing. Today was literally just the icing on the cake of an already perfect week. I got so much accomplished last week, and I'm so proud of myself because of the consistency, being consistent in my planner, just being productive all week last week, and making sure I'm working towards checking off all of my to-do list items last week. Just felt really good to just see that in black and white, and I felt so motivated because never before have I really made to-do lists like that and actually check things off. And I don't know whether it's the dopamine kicking in or what that's got me motivated, but it just had me on go all last week. It just feels really good. I feel so good right now. And today was absolutely needed. I got some good food. I got good dessert. I got good wine. I also wanted to thank you because, like, over the past couple of weeks, you guys have shown me so much love. You guys are, like, amazing. I've never seen this much growth on my channel. I've never seen this many subscribers in such a short period of time. Like, this is wild to me. So I want to thank y'all so much, and it's got me so motivated to continue to create and just hop back into my content bag. And like, I'm really excited to see what this year is gonna bring. It's 7 days in, and I've already reached my YouTube growth goal for the freaking quarter, and it's only 7 days into the year. That is wild to me. As a token of my appreciation, I kind of want to give some of you guys a shout out because, again, the love that I've received over the past couple of weeks is crazy, and moving forward, I want to be able to do this a little bit more. Again, y'all are fucking amazing. Like, there's no better way to put it. Just plainly put, y'all are fucking amazing. And that's just that on that. It is Sunday night, and I need to get into a little bit of planning, kind of drafting my initial to-do list for the week. But before I get into all of that, I do want to give some of you guys a shout out. So Nadia Colburn, she commented, I love finding a brother in the planning community. They already don't show us beautiful black women enough, making us hard to be seen in the algorithm. So to see a beautiful black man in these realms is everything. Nadine, thank you so much. And like honestly, that means the world to me because I can definitely agree in these planner streets, it is hard to come across black creators, but there's so many out there. When I first started looking or researching planning videos, I was looking for people that looked like me, for sure, for certain. And as I was scrolling through, like I wasn't finding many. But then over the course of the past couple of weeks, like I was looking for somebody that I can kind of relate to, and I wasn't finding it until recently. So I can definitely agree with what you were saying, for sure. And then I definitely didn't see any guys, period. Like I said before, I really felt that there was a market for that. And there's definitely not any that look like me. Honey Joy Style said, melanated, an artist and a planner. I sub so fast. I love the idea of taking a selfie for each month. Planning has changed everything for me too. Makes you feel like you have a handle on things. Looking forward to see how you use this planner for 2024. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, thank you so much, Joy. I'm just gonna call you Joy. I work as a financial counselor full time, and I say this to my clients all the time. Like, until you're seeing those numbers and your budget in black and white, you really have no idea what's going on. And I feel like the same holds true when you have an active or a tangible to-do list. It makes you feel like you have a handle on things. So being able to just kind of see what you have planned out in black and white and just making an action plan to actually accomplish those things is, it's been transformative for me. And like never have I ever felt so motivated to actually get things done. Also, I had no idea when I mentioned taking a selfie with my instax camera every month that so many people would like that idea. I don't even know if I 100% meant it when I said it. Lipstick Sensei says, I love the idea of taking a selfie each month. I just knew the icon with the chair dashboard was going to be your cover, but your reasoning makes perfect sense. I like them both. Don't forget the crystal clear dashboards and covers have plastic covers on them that you need to peel off. Love the setup. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. I really wanted the chair dashboard to be my cover for real, but I don't know. It's something about that embossed olive dashboard. It just, I don't know. It's just perfect. Trust me, I was really torn. Thank you for telling me about the plastic on those crystal clear covers. I honestly thought that they were frosted before you said that, and I went to go see if there was plastic coverings there, and there absolutely was. But I don't know if I want to take them off yet because I don't want to scratch my covers up yet. So I'm gonna keep the plastic up there for just a little bit, and maybe once I get a folio, I'll take that plastic off. But I just kind of want to protect them a little bit longer. Monique says, I love the Polaroid idea for each month. I'm going to try that as well. Super dope. If you have an Instax camera, definitely go with the monochrome film, like top tier for sure. Unbought 6058 says, try waking up, taking an immediate shower, and then making your bed. All within 30 minutes of waking up. That'll break your habit of laying in bed and speed up your mornings. I need to actually implement this, and I commented on this when you left it, and I think that's such a good idea. I did start implementing it last week, but there was a couple of days where I did stay in the bed a little bit longer. But I think that what I'm going to do is wake up in the morning, hit the gym first, come back, take a shower, and then make my bed, just so I can go ahead and get the gym out of the way, get my 30 minutes of movement that I want to incorporate this month out of the way, and then come back, shower, because I'll be sweaty after that. I'll update you on the weekly vlog that'll start tomorrow. Yeah, I like that idea though. That was really helpful. Living the Joy says, if you say dope one more time, I know I'm trying to break the habit of saying dope. I started using that word a couple of years ago, and I just have not broken the habit yet, and I really get so annoyed with myself when I'm watching my vlogs back and I'm going through the footage and editing, because I'm just like, why am I saying that word so much? I agree. I do need to break the habit, and I'm trying. Angelic Budgeting Diary said, great plan with me video. I also like to do a pre-planned brain dump because I don't like to mess up my inserts as well. You've nailed the setup from beginning to end. Thank you for sharing. No, like facts. I had so much anxiety before I started filling out my insert. I think I'll be doing that prior to like all of my planning from now on, for sure. Alicia says, love your content and planner videos, and the chat feels like I'm listening to a friend. Also a fan of cloth and paper and their aesthetics. For 2024, I want to travel more and be more consistent to exercise and eating healthy. Wish you all the best for the new year. Greetings from the Netherlands. Shout outs to you, Felicia, from the Netherlands. I've always wanted to visit. King P7268 says the saddle sticky notes added a pop of color. I like them. New sub here. Thank you so much for the sub. It means the world to me. And those saddle sticky notes are growing on me. I've been using them a lot more since I made that video. So Dominique says, I'm looking for a good point and shoot camera. I miss going out and just having a good camera to take pictures. I want to get a good editing software as well. I want to learn Photoshop and to be able to edit videos all as a hobby to keep myself busy. I want to travel more too. I'm going even if I have to go alone. Facts. Like, I want to do some solo trips this year. Anytime that I travel, for the most part, it's always with like family, friends. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love traveling with my family and friends, but I kind of want to do a little bit more solo traveling this year, even if it's just for a day, just hitting a city. I work completely remote, so I literally can take my laptop with me, work from the hotel after work or before work, just go out and enjoy the city a little bit more. I want to learn video editing a little bit more. I definitely would recommend that you allow you to be able to develop your editing style. And so I would recommend maybe starting with free software like InShot or CapCut, and then once you get a little bit more serious with it, eventually when you're ready to invest a little bit more, invest in something like Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro for sure. If you are going to get a camera, and especially if you want to get into video a little bit more, I would recommend investing a little bit more money and getting something like the Canon M50 or the Sony ZV-1. Those are hybrid cameras. That way you can shoot photo and high quality video. I would just go ahead and invest in those cameras now. That way you're not maybe a bit limited after a while. But anyway, those are just a few of the comments that kind of stood out to me as comments that I could respond to a little bit more on video. And I want to do this more in my vlogs moving forward. That's because it gives me the opportunity to interact a little bit more with you guys. I appreciate every single comment that you leave, and so feel free to like have conversation down in the comment section. I really want my comment section over time to feel like a community. Again, feel free to drop those comments there. But it's already 8 o'clock. I still have to edit this video and try to get it up tonight, but I do want to get in my planner a little bit and draft out a to-do list for next week. So let's do that.
So I'm just going to do this as a time-lapse voiceover situation because it took a bit longer to film than I thought it was going to. And this video is already long, and I don't know if you guys prefer longer vlogs or shorter videos. So drop a comment. Let me know what you prefer in the comment section below so I know what to deliver. Because if you want longer content, I can absolutely create that for you. I have no qualms about it. If you prefer shorter content, then let me know that as well. And that way I can give you what you want. Looking at my calendar for the week, I have a busy week. Like Tuesday morning, 10 a.m., I have a meeting with my photography mentor. Wednesday, 9:30, I have an eye exam. But Wednesday is also my niece's 18th birthday. 19th, I'm sorry, her 19th birthday. So I plan on celebrating with her in some capacity on Wednesday. Thursday, I have a content shoot, and my niece actually does my content. She's been doing my photos since she was 10 years old. So 9 years running, she's been doing my photos. When she started expressing interest in photography when she was younger, I decided to kind of take her under my wing, teach her a few things, and like literally came out the gate swinging. Like, the girl got it. She wants to be a makeup artist, but photography is a great skill to have if you're a makeup artist. So I'm really excited to see how she grows and flourishes over the next couple of years with makeup artistry, her photography. But anyway, we have a content shoot on Thursday at 3. And then on Friday, I'm actually heading out of town to Virginia because I'm going to visit one of my friends, me and another friend. We didn't get to see each other over the Christmas holiday, so we decided to do Secret Santa. And so there's just a lot that I need to do this week. And so as I'm writing out my to-do list here in my good old notebook so I can pre-plan, I am taking all of these things into consideration. So like my overall goal for the week as far as like my business is concerned and content is to get set up with Notion. I want to learn Notion a little bit more, kind of set up my templates and my dashboards there. So, as far as like my business, that's kind of like my big goal there. Of course, my niece's birthday is a big thing for me this week. And then I want to make sure that I'm able to post every day on Instagram to keep up with my content. Those are my overall goals for the week. But I know that I need to find another gift for my niece, and I need to kind of brainstorm, prepare my questions for my meeting with my mentor. I know since we are shooting content, I want to shoot at least 2 outfits, so I need to figure out what I'm wearing for that. So I need to plan those outfits. I need to plan what I'm taking to Virginia this weekend. To find gift bags. It's just a lot I want to do. I also need to apply for my passport. In March, I'm going on a cruise, and I believe I need my passport for it. And so I need to get my passport because I don't know how long it's going to take. They say it takes anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks to get your passport back. So I don't want to run the risk of not having it by the time the cruise gets here. So I need to like plan my content for the week and script. I need to film, edit, make sure everything is uploaded so that way I don't have to worry about anything over the weekend. I need to take this Christmas tree down. My Christmas tree is very much still up. So I need to get that taken care of. And also another goal I have for the week is to get my suspension system checked on my car. I just had to get brand new tires after less than a year. It's only been 10 months because my suspension system is off. So I want to get that checked out, get a quote for that. So I plan on doing that this week because I don't want to go too long driving on new tires with a bad suspension system, and it's just wasting money, and I don't have money to be wasting. So what I decided to do with my layout this week, my pretty big events, I just decided to use arrow page flags to highlight those in the planner. So my niece's birthday, my content shoot, and my Virginia trip, I'm writing all of those on those arrow page flags, and then I'm sticking those on the appropriate dates there. And then all of my timed events, I'm just going to list them out here on the dates as well. And then all of my tasks that are not specifically tied to a date and they're not like my priority tasks, but things that I need to just get done this week, I'm just going to write it down here under this to-do section here. And then all of my tasks that I want to plan out throughout the week, on my top 3 or my top priority tasks per day, I'm just going to write those out on a sticky note. Then I also want an area for how I kind of want my ideal days to go this week. And I want to do this primarily because I have a lot of meetings and things happening in the mornings this week. So I kind of want to plan out my mornings just to make sure that I'm able to get my workout in, get my errands ran, be able to clock into work and not be so overwhelmed while I'm actually working this week, trying to get things done on the clock. And so for my ideal week this week, I want to get up by 7, hit the gym, get some movement in by 7:30, 8:30 shower, 9:30 errands, 11:30 is when I clock into work. And then typically right after clocking into work, first hour or so is pretty slow. So at that point, I'm just going to have lunch and grab a protein shake. I just plan on doing protein shakes every day for lunch this week, or my protein matcha, which I'll be showing you guys in the next vlog here. But yeah. And then around 1:30, which is when I take my first break, I'll prep for dinner. So if I need to like cut up anything, just go ahead and prep that. And then when I go on my lunch break at 4, I'm going to get my 30 minutes of reading in. 6 o'clock is typically when my workday slows down. I don't get off to 8, but around 6 is where it usually slows down, and I try to cook around then because I'm intermittent fasting. I like to eat between 12 and 8, and so cooking at 6, depending on what I'm cooking, I'll get done cooking by like 7:30. I'll be able to eat before 8, and my eating window closes at 8. And so at 8 o'clock, I clock out. 8:30, I'll do some self-care up until I shower at 10, and then 10:30, I'm going to try to get into bed. Now, that is very subjective because I don't know. But, oh, yeah, that's about it. That's kind of how I want my week to unfold next week. I have a lot going on, but actually seeing it and Black and white here makes me feel a lot less overwhelmed. I have a flow for how I want my days to go. I have all of my to-dos mapped out that I have to get done right now, which is a lot less, or it seems like a lot less than last week. So that's good. But thank you for sticking through this vlog with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this vlog, scroll on down the page, find a like button, click that. While you're doing that, there's a subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. That way you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And also, check out the description box. There you can find links to all my social medias. That way you can follow me everywhere that I am. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. But until next time, I'm out. Bye.